Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea, hope you're all well. So I'm fully recovered from my knee surgery and back at it, straight in there with a new pedal demo to show you all today. So sat to my left is the Atomic Ampli-Firebox. So a little bit about the pedal before we get stuck in. Of course you can see the layout, it's really small sort of footprint kind of pedal, it's not very big, no bigger than your standard sort of dual foot switch stomp box pedal that you can buy. So along the top we've got bass, middle, treble and presence, and then at the bottom we've got gain, master, reverb and level. So that's quite nice that you can adjust the reverb on the fly as well if you need to. Something else that's quite cool is that when you've got this thing hooked up to your computer, the knobs move in real time, so it's quite a nice little feature, but it's a nice visual aid. The cool thing about the boost function is, of course, you can use it as a conventional boost if you wanted to, but you can also assign different effects to turn on when you hit the boost button. So for example, I might want reverb and delay, maybe a bit of compression. I can preset that and assign those effects to happen when I hit that boost function. And this is all mega easy to use, especially if you're using the app and you can load your patches on at home before you go out to a gig. You can also store up to 9 presets on this pedal, and they're easy to navigate through using the toggle switches across the middle here. They're all 3-way toggle switches, of course there are 3 of them, so not only can they flick between the presets if you're in preset mode, but you can also access different parameters of the pedal using them. So they're labelled up amp, style, and then you've got amp and channel, and then you've got 1/4" jack, cab output, or the XLR output. So there is an XLR on the side of this. If you're playing live and you want to go front of house or you want to record at home straight into your interface, you just select the XLR output. It changes the output level, that sort of thing. Okay, so what I want to do next is give you a quick overview of the operating system, super straightforward. So this window we're looking in right now is called foot switches, and this is the window that essentially enables us to assign things to our boost button. So at the moment, you can see what's engaged on this top row in our signal chain. So I've got a gate, I've got a compressor, I've got my amp and cab on. This is what we've got. So if I want to have the boost on, I just double click the boost. Which sounds great. And of course this is saying screamer, so I'm assuming it's trying to emulate a tube screamer, but if you click the word, it gives you all these different types. So we could have fuzz. Sounds immense. Anyway, I'm going to go back to tube screamer because on my high gain it's giving me that kind of pushed, which I like. And of course I've got the gate, I can turn on and off. So anyway, double click that to turn it back off again. And obviously when you press these buttons, we're going into the different sort of parameters. So compressor, you can see here, I've got a scrolling menu, I can change everything about the compressor that I want to. Same for gate, same for amplifier. As you can see, you've got your level and your dampening, which just takes off a little bit of the high-end fizz if you want it to. So I've dialed in about 26%. If I click, these are all our different amps and the models we can have, like Plexis, JSM 800s, Fender Deluxe, Bassman, you know, the Mark IV lead, which is, I guess, like a Mesa. We've got the Rumble, we've got Friedman, Recto, 5051, SLO, and then you've got power amp emulations, as you can see, L34, 6L6, 84s and KT88s. So it's proper loaded in there with all sorts of useful tools. If we go across to EQ, you can see these are the different levels of parametric EQ we can have. You can fine tweak the frequency, you can adjust the Q factor and the level, and of course you've got these different modes of EQ like high pass, low pass. I mean, it's just huge. You can do so much to the sounds on this pedal. Very versatile. Again, we've got echo. I'm currently running soft digital, but you can see we've got tape, analog, dark tape, reverb. You know, you can adjust the high-end low decay, and we've got halls and springs, and then through to cab. Now at the minute I'm using my own cab impulse, as you can see, and when I open it, it loads up to a whole load of cab impulses. But again, you can further tweak these, like the amount of air from the microphone to the speaker. I'm assuming you can take a high pass or low pass, You can add more low end if you want. It's just massive. And the other cool thing is when you go back to foot switch, this is where we start assigning our boost function to do something very custom if we want it to. So now that we're in the foot switches page, as you can see, I've got all my signal chain for my current sound going on. So when I hit the boost function, I want my boost to come on, so I click this light here. I also want my reverb and delay to come on. And simply, now that I've done that, if I go and then hit the boost on, okay, so that was a quick overview of the operating system that comes supplied with the pedal. As you can see, it's mega easy to use, super customizable, and I mean that's what you want at the end of the day. When you buy a pedal like this, it's nice to be supported by a bit of tech so you can really fine tweak it to your heart's content. And of course you've got up to 9 presets, so it's just very flexible, and it's a great live tool, even a backup live tool if you're using the bigger amplifier products. Now that we've had an overview of the pedal itself, the functionality, and of course the operating system, I just want to give you a handful of different tones that can be produced solely using the features inside the Firebox. So hopefully you can hear there just how versatile the Firebox is. What I tried to do was demonstrate, you know, everything from heavy metal and like djenty kind of disgusting filthiness through to things like, you know, compressed chanky funk tones, bluesy tones, fuzzy tones, classic rock tones. Seems to handle whatever I've tried to do, and it really hasn't been hard to dial in the tones. As I've shown you with the operating system, it's really just click and drag and find what you want and just tweak it for a bit. So that's really what you want. If you're going to buy a new pedal that, you know, says it can do all this stuff, you don't want it to be hard to use. You want it to be straightforward, easy to dial in the sounds that you're after. So the Atomic Firebox is £279. You can pick these up from andertons.co.uk. I'll put links in the description box. Just a last note on this product, I'm really impressed. The flexibility, the sound quality, the expandability and the ease of use. I mean, for that kind of price, you're not going to find a lot better than that. You can load your own impulse responses on, you know, it's straightforward and easy. You've got the boost function that adds an extra layer of flexibility to the pedal. I've said it all already, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment in the comment section below if you've got any questions. I'll put links to everything you need to know in the description box. Like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all very soon.